Toy Spot, we are having a look at the DC Superhero Girls Batgirl. Batgirl, along with a cowl appearing to be on the figure. She also comes with a backpack. Image up at the top left corner of Batgirl, looking very nice in her purple and black threads. Speaking of threads, I'm loving the bedazzled, I keep saying that, bedazzled denim that's making up the majority of the packaging bottom half, bottom section. Spin around the back of the package for the figure. Batgirl is a tech genius and an amazing detective, even though she doesn't have superpowers in the traditional sense. Batgirl is an amazing problem solver that never gives up. She always pushes the limits beyond what everyone expects of her. Superpowers consist of super genius, computer genius, expert martial artist, photographic memory, and legendary detective skills. Be on the lookout at the other figures available. There's Wonder Woman, which we had a look at already. Supergirl, which we haven't yet. Harley Quinn, we have. Bumblebee, we haven't. Poison Ivy, we have. That's funny how the packaging just happened to work that way, that I've looked at alternating figures. And action figures, despite some reservations, the action figures should stand on their own. Even though these two do not stand on their own. At least, for me, they didn't. Parents, find out more on DCSuperheroGirls.com. Check that out. I like that image. I really like that image there. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at DC Superhero Girls Batgirl. There's more. Anyway, guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. What I find rather interesting about the Batgirl is that they're advertising on the packaging that her accessory is her backpack. And the backpack is nice and all, but it's not the easiest to want to take off the figure. In fact, the easiest thing to take off the figure is her cowl. They really should have advertised. Accessory, I always think of something that can be easily removed. The cowl is much more easier to be removed than the backpack. The backpack will involve sliding this off the figure. Something I don't think is going to be easy to put back on, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But I do like that there's that little nod to Batgirl, giving her that bat backpack. I don't imagine it would hold all that much, though. Look-wise, again, she comes with that little hoodie, that little bat hoodie. It's okay, but I don't know, I might even dig it without it altogether, to be honest. The face is good, though I wish that some of these had smiles. Like the Harley Quinn, for example, that we've already had a look at. There's Harley there. She's got a good smile going on there. Packaging-wise, like, the Batgirl looks really good on packaging, where she's got a big teeth-showing grin. Unfortunately, she just doesn't have that when you look at the figure. She still has a pretty nice-looking face sculpt to her, but I think a smile could have gone a long way. As for her outfit, it's a very current look for Batgirl with the purple and the yellow emblem there. Yellow on the wrists, yellow utility belt, and yellow boots. So the coloring on her, black, purple, and yellow. The figure looks good, though. It's not one of my favorites. I think my favorite probably is still Poison Ivy and then Harley Quinn. For posability on Batgirl, her head does move, and it actually moves better than the other figures that we had a look at. It seems to allow a little bit more of a rotation left and right. It's interesting as well that they've given her bangs. Whoops. And try not to drop the figure. Yes, one of the problems of reviewing at the edge of the world. The figures sometimes drop. The hair is good, giving her more of an orange-colored hairstyle. Paint's pretty good as well on the big mask that she's got wearing. There's a little bit of paint just kind of gooped on the side that looks like it's a little out of place. But other than that, figure's pretty clean. Yellow's pretty good. I wish the emblem was a little lighter of a yellow to kind of go with the yellowing of the belt, the gauntlets, and the boots. So it's a little bit lower in coloring, a little more muted in coloring. But the rest of the figure works quite well. Just not really sure whether I'll display her with the hoodie or without the hoodie. Maybe let me know down below which look you prefer. I guess this one reads more as Batgirl, but even though we're even removing it, it still looks very much like Batgirl. In the way of her posability, we've already kind of looked at her head. By the way, the hair is very soft rubber. I find also that the arms aren't nearly as rubbery as what Harley Quinn was. Maybe it's just by the fact that I'm getting more used to the figure's materials now that having looked at what RE3 before. Yeah, again, the plastics does feel a little thinner, especially on the fingers. The fingers are more rubbery, but I guess it's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe I'm just getting more used to it now. Again, though, the arms move out. A full rotation. You can still get it around the bat because the bat is more soft rubber, so it doesn't really limit that. A bend at the elbow. Full rotation of the forearm. Looks like she's kind of got like a little communicator or something on the arms. It looks like something should be there, but it's not. Don't even quite know what that is. It almost looks like there should be something attached in there, but no, it's just something, just a little bit of sculpt added to the gauntlet. Just a rotation in the wrists. No waist swivel. Split legs. Forward and back motion. Bend at the knee. And I keep wanting to think that there's a rotation or a little hinge in the foot. Instead, there's just a rotation on the boot. That's all you're going to get. And does she stand? That's the question of the day. She doesn't stand well. Maybe it's just, there we go. Yes. Perfect. All right, she does stand. Not bad looking figure, though. And then again, you bring in some of the other ones that we had to look at. There's Harley Quinn, the two that seem to stand, and then you got these bow-legged Wonder Woman and Poison Ivy, which again, I just can't, for the life of me, can't get them to properly stand. Oh, there's Wonder Woman, and then there's Poison Ivy. There's the 4 figures that we've had to look at so far. Poison Ivy being the worst for standing. Still going to have a look at 2 figures, though. We're going to look at the Bumblebee, and we're also going to look at the Supergirl as well. I don't know why I had to put "the" in the front of that. But these are now currently available in stores. You can find these in Toys R Us. I think I found these at Walmart. But not bad figures, especially if the girls want to be picking up little action figures. And really, let's not be sexist at all. The guys could also pick these up as well, clearly evident by the fact that we're reviewing these today. In the meantime, today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at another figure from the new DC superhero girls. We're looking today at Batgirl. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have the reviews of, Bumblebee and Supergirl are going to be right around the corner. As always, thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you next time.